hope you guys are having an amazing week. We're gonna continue talking about Women's Empowerment Month. And today we're gonna talk about a phenomenal woman, historian Miss Joyce Law. Stay tuned.
I was born and reared in the Little Dublin section of Laney Walker Historic District. I walked to school starting from kindergarten, first grade, from Immaculate Conception Academy. And my family is here. A greater part of my family migrated to New York City during the Great Migration Movement. But from my relatives that are here, I was able to gain a great love of Augusta and its history. African American historic preservation advocacy is so important is because we have a decades-long, maybe even centuries-long gap in really documenting and protecting African American stories. In 1841, Augusta produced its first Augusta City Directory, where you have your name, where you're employed, your residence, and your spouse's name is in the city directory. And then a little bit later, telephone numbers. But African Americans do not appear in Augusta City Directory until 1870, in line with the US Census. So then to follow somebody from birth to death, Georgia does not have full vital statistics until 1919. So in Richmond County is one of the last counties to have vital statistics records. And so in that way, our cemeteries become like an outdoor museum, an outdoor repository. And so that's one aspect of why cemeteries need to be protected, because for African Americans, where else can you find them, in the public space? History is documented through the cemeteries because on the headstones, you see the year they were born, you have the dash, and then the year ended. They may be within a context of family. Headstone markers can be very indicative of a person's life. The artwork of headstones tell you a lot about people. The most encouraging words that I have for young people to look into their history is have a sit down and a good chat with the people right before you. Your parents, your cousins, your teachers, just the people in your immediate environment. Look around you and see what the connections are of places to your own life. And when you see a lot that's empty, maybe check into what existed there before, because so much of Augusta's history has been wiped out, or there are layers of history. What we know now to be owned was not the original owner, Augusta's colonial city. So we're like an archaeological dig when it comes to our demographics and our history. Tabernacle Baptist Church has the incredible history of being the largest church building for African Americans in the United States when it was built. Tabernacle stands foremost still among the centennial African American churches in Augusta. It is our churches who have kept their vitality as centennial institutions. And so this is the part where we lay our foundation, how we get our start spiritually, how we think, how we feel, our notion of what we want to contribute, even beyond what our economic resources are, our spiritual intentions. There's so many smaller stories and larger stories that need not to be lost.
Thank you, Ms. Joyce, for sharing your passion with us. And I hope that your words of wisdom was inspiring for someone to continue to preserve history. Thank you so much for worshiping with us here at the historical Tabernacle Baptist Church, a local church making a global impact.